So, but these are 5 things to expect from Manchester United's game against Forest. Now, it's a huge game and a huge chance for Eric Ten Hag to get a trophy under his belt. I think, well, this is his only chance of getting a trophy. We're not in the Champions League, we're not winning the Premier League, and obviously Liverpool have won the Carabao Cup, so it's a huge opportunity for Eric Ten Hag. There's some big teams not in there. I think Spurs have been knocked out, Arsenal have been knocked out, so there are chances for United to get the win and progress. There's no reason why we shouldn't be making it to the final, but let's get straight into it. So the first thing to expect, changes to be made. I think Eric Ten Hag said some crazy things in his press conference. He talked about how the media analysed him and that they've been really wrong. I mean, there's rumours that new manager wants to come in, but he must make changes in this game. I think Eric Ten Hag knows that it's not been going well, and obviously there's players injured as well. Like Bruno Fernandes, there's rumours that he's doubtful. Veranda's out. So there are players who are least likely to start. So that is a huge concern. I think Eric Ten Hag knows the importance of these players, and if they're not a doubt, yes, it's going to be a tough game, but this gives opportunity to other players to get in. I think that's the most important thing. In FA Cup, yes, you want to win, but you've also got to make changes as well. And I think that's something Eric Ten Hag certainly will do in a game like this. The second thing to expect is a threat from, or 3 threats from Nottingham Forest are Morgan Gibbs-White for me, Tyrell Iwani and Chris Wood. Now, if all 3 of them start, I think Manchester United are in a huge worry. I think our midfield, I think you all seen the analysis on Sky Sports, which was done really well by Carragher, showing the spaces of our midfield, and that's something that we've struggled with for years. I mean, even the Fred and McTominay days, we've struggled to mark runners. That's something that we really need to work on. I think that the importance of that is vital. I mean, the last 2 goals when we played Forest away, just before the new year, were the 2 goals that we conceded were from the edge of the box and lack of midfield runners. So that's something we need again, and the importance of that is massive in a game like this. Preventing goals in all areas, we kind of being clinical in the front part is major. I think Eric Ten Hag knows that. And we just got to be clinical with the way that we play. I think the management that we need to do in the game is going to be really important, and I'm sure that we need to prevent the midfield runs because Forest are a huge threat. Now, the third thing I expect, as I said, is changes, but I also expect a different formation. I think Eric Ten Hag needs to change something up. I think we're going to have probably more midfielders in there as well. Can have hopefully Ahmad start, because I think he has had a lot of potential, and in the short cameos that he's had, particularly against Forest when he came on last time, particularly in the game against Fulham as well, he has done really well, and I'm sure why not give him a chance now. Whether Anthony started as well on that right hand side will be very fascinating to see. But yeah, that is the third thing to expect. Now, the fourth thing to expect is goals. I think Nottingham Forest are a team that scored loads of goals, and at home certainly their form is really good. I think yes, they lost 4-2, I think it was, against Aston Villa, but they did score goals and they do have a huge threat. I think goals in this game is huge, but for Manchester United, we need to kind of limit the goals we've conceded. It's a big week for Manchester United. I mean, we've got Man City on the weekend, so that's going to be a tough game. But back in this Forest game, it's important for us to keep that momentum going. And I think by expecting goals, I think it will be a high-scoring game. I think both teams have really good attacking departments. And yes, Manchester United is looking quite short at that moment, but still, we still have quality players who can cause damage to teams. So it's all about getting that balance and importance, and that's something that we need to see in a game like this. I think the nature of the game is probably going to be quite cagey. I mean, Nottingham Forest is a huge chance for them, I think, to get to the quarter-final, or maybe the quarter-final of the FA Cup, and it's a huge chance for them. So they're going to treat it like a final, which it kind of is. I think for us it's certainly a final. We need to win a trophy this season, and FA Cup's the only opportunity for us. I think the importance of getting a trophy under Eric Ten Hag will probably give him that security that he needs, as there's been rumours that their manager's coming in for Manchester United. Now, the fifth and final thing to expect is, well, I've talked about the changes, I've talked about that. The fifth and final thing I expect, this is actually a tricky one. I think a change to the defensive structure is needed. I think, yes, we've not done that, we haven't looked bad or whatever, but particularly from corners, I think we need to improve from that. I think in the actual game with the back four that we're going to play, it's going to look quite different. As I said, Veranda's out. So yeah, it's probably going to be Evans and Maguire. I think that the defense hasn't looked good. We've had, I think, over 10 partnerships, over 34 team combinations. So it's all about getting that. That is going to be difficult, but let me know your thoughts. This has been a bit of a mumbled 5 things to expect, but yeah, thanks for watching. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and peace.